Welcome to the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Saturday, September 24th. We have no significant impacts across the Great Basin for the next few days, just gradual warming and drying through early next week, with temperatures increasing to 5 to 10 degrees above normal. However, this should still not be enough to bring fuels back into a critical status for the Great Basin. No precipitation or lightning in the last 24 hours, and light initial attack with just a few smaller fires reported. Over the last 7 to 14 days, we have had significant precipitation across the Great Basin. Some of the exceptions that haven't had quite as much as other areas would be parts of central and southern Idaho, haven't seen quite as much as areas further south. Currently, ERCs have dropped to below normal area-wide. They have started increasing over southern areas of the Great Basin that have been dry for some time and are now near normal for late September, which is again still fairly low. Otherwise, we will see ERCs climb in all areas of the Great Basin as warm and dry weather materializes here over the next 3 to 5 days. The satellite loop from this morning shows the building ridge of high pressure over the west coast, giving us sunny skies and again lighter winds, warmer and drier conditions. The ridge remains in place today, so we will see those warm and dry conditions for all areas. Temperatures will increase a few degrees each day going into early next week. However, our significant fire potential will remain low. Relative humidity will remain in the low teens to single digits over southern areas of the Great Basin and in the mid-teens or around 20% for Idaho into Wyoming. Wind gusts today will decrease region-wide. We will see light winds, maybe some breezy winds in the afternoon over parts of Utah into Wyoming with northwest winds, but generally still just gusts in the 20s. On Sunday, the ridge builds continuously over the west, so continued warmer and drier conditions with lighter winds and low fire potential. Relative humidity drops even further on Sunday with more single digits across Nevada and more teens across Idaho. Winds remain light region-wide. On Monday, that ridge remains in place. Again, warmer and drier conditions. Temperatures will continue increasing going into early next week. We will see some drying here for the southern areas of the Great Basin, but otherwise low fire potential. Relative humidity on Monday, very similar to what we'll see on Sunday, and also continued light winds. No precipitation expected for the next few days. As we move into Tuesday and Wednesday, we will start to see a change as moisture from the southwest starts to work its way further north. Could see some clouds over southern areas of the Great Basin on Tuesday, but it's by Wednesday we see an increase in moisture for showers and thunderstorms over parts of the Arizona Strip, southern and central Utah, and also into far southern Nevada. We also have a trough moving into the northwest coast, so we will likely see temperatures be knocked down a little bit even in the north, with possibly some breezy winds moving back up into Idaho. Still low fire potential. We could see parts of Idaho creep back into the yellow category, depending on the amount of drying going on into early next week, but still not expecting any critical areas. But we could see that pattern change with an increase in winds. Going into Thursday, that moisture gets pulled further north across much of Utah and possibly into far eastern Idaho or Wyoming, pushing those showers and thunderstorms further north. And then by Friday, we may see that moisture be pushed a little bit further south as we have more of a trough developing off the northwest coast. Again, we could see some periods of breezy winds, but it looks like this trough will impact the Great Basin going into next weekend. 7-day total amount of precipitation showing that increase in moisture from mostly Utah, but also possibly some showers as far north as eastern Idaho and Wyoming. Could see some areas of wetting rains, just depends on how heavy the showers and thunderstorms are, and again, mainly targeted for the eastern side of the Great Basin. The 8 to 14-day outlook, taking us from October 1st through the 7th, shows still warmer conditions, but that above normal precipitation will linger over the eastern half of the Great Basin and more near normal or drier conditions on the northern and western side. That concludes our webcast for today. This will be our last briefing over the weekend. We will return to Monday through Friday operations starting on Monday, so tune in on Monday for the latest updates.